Well, hello, hello, hello. You guys may not remember, or maybe you did. If not, I'm going to link you to the video I did when I upcycled Anna Griffin. Remember when I used my my Spellbinders poinsettia or poinsettia embossing folder, the Spellbinders 3D one? Well, you may have not. No, actually, you guys wouldn't have seen this because I made a bunch for Christmas cards. And I just went into total, production mode of kicking out these backgrounds. Well, this one is one I screwed up. What a surprise, right? But, I mean, and this is off of my recollections paper, and you can see there's little cracks in it. And all I did was put in the paper upside down because I'm a dweeb. So I'm like, okay, what am I going to do with this? What am I going to do with this? Because when you go this way, look at how beautiful it looks. It's been sitting here. Me thinking, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? So I'm coming back to you to show you that you can recover from goofing up. Because, of course, I am the master at it. I have expertise on the subject matter. So we are going to use this flip side. So this is just a quickie to show you that you can recover from screwing up. We're just put it. So this is going to be a 5x7. I've already cut my background because I have a bunch of these already cut out. I know what I'm going to do. I'm still going to live the little, I actually am going to trim this a smidgen down. I have made that executive decision. So let's take a smidge. We're going to take a smidge off, like, about 1/8 of an inch. We'll go 1/8 of an inch on two sides. Just because, you know what, I can see a little edge here, so let's do it off of this side. Just so that you can't tell that was right at the edge of the embossing folder. Okay. So that gives me a little bit more space, and you say, Myra, why do you want to do that? Because I'm going to put a red background behind it. Oh, isn't that going to be cool? So we're going to take, this is 5x7, and we're going to for sure, come here. We're going to go, no, we're not going to break the rule. Hang on, I have to pull out this, or it won't. Remember what I said? If you're going to cut paper, stay consistent with your trimmer. And I can cut the 5 width, but not the 7 on that little guy. So we are going to go, so we're going 5, and I want to just come in a smidge. I'm coming in literally only 1/8 of an inch in. And go rump. And then since 7 is the other way, we're going to do it in both directions. So here's our 7. It's a little bit harder to come in on the smidge on this one because now I don't have lines. So I'm going to eyeball that 1/8 of an inch to there. Okay. So that now we have just that little tiny space around that you guys know I'm obsessive about. And then this will now have a red background. Oh my gosh, doesn't it make all the difference in the world? But we got all of this space we're wasting. Now, mind you, this is not expensive paper, okay? I've got at least 2 packs of this recollection paper, although at the rate I'm using it, I won't have it for long because I am using it up a lot. So let me take that little scrap. These 2 I'm going to save for the moment. But I want to make do. This is what I do all the time. I haven't done it on camera in a while. So today is as good a time as any to do it. And that is, we're going to die cut stuff out. I know that for this card, I'm going to say Merry Christmas again. Because how flippin' cliche. But really, and this is from, just so you know, I've been using this like crazy. The 'Tis the Season from Diamond Press. This was on HSN. It sold out, as I recall. Don't hate me. But oh my gosh, guys, a really good sentiment die set is worth its weight in gold. I mean, it just flat out is. I mean, if you take this Christmas, I'm already setting it aside. It uses up a lot of real estate, and that's what I want for this card. So I'm going to go ahead and pull out, since I'm sitting here wasting your time. Where's Mary? I get all of this out of this piece of paper. And that's key. Now, I'm going to sit here and put down I use tape here that I've already, I sit here and I recycle my mint tape like you thought I don't waste other things like paper. Because, of course, I never make a mistake, so no, right? But, it's like, okay, there's still some sticky left. As long as there's some sticky left, I will use it. Okay, so let me set this stuff aside because I need to now pull out. This I cannot run through el Marquez. The Marquez will be set aside for a moment. He is sad, pobrecito. He's like, oh, she does not love me. And oh, there it is. Here's my Platinum 6. So we're gonna pull that up. Ah! This thing I can, use it as weightlifting, weightlifting training. Okay, so we're coming this way. We're gonna go that way. Let me pull this stuff off my desk because I'm gonna knock it all over in a minute with this anyway. So we'll just set these a little bit aside. Pardon me while I do a little housekeeping. And let's pull out. We are die cutting, so we need the main platform, the platform top, and I need my 2 cutting plates. So you can tell this is the cutting plate itself, and then this one it is starting to warp. So I need to flip it over and start using it on the other side. But that's all I need for my spellbinders. So we'll just set that up right there. And let's send it through. Let's go. Let's grab it. Okay. Oh my goodness. And how's it going? Oh, no snack, crackle, pop. Goodness. Oof. There we go. And it should be one and done. Oh, heck yeah. Okay. Let's close that. Sorry for all that snapping and cracking and noise making. All right, and I didn't even need the shim. Although Spellbinders is having a sale right now. It's the year-end sale, guys. And if you want the shims, they are marked down. So look at that. Isn't that beautiful? There's our little red joyful. Here is 'Tis the Season. You just pop a couple of these out so you guys can actually see it. But see, you can see it. I have to pop all the other on. I just don't want to take a lot of camera time here. Here is Christmas. And here is Jingle Bells. Tell me that is not stinking adorable. Let's use my lovely, beautiful... God, this thing is so gorgeous. I'm like, oh, I love it. I love it. Okay, you got, I'm just like, I'm in love. I'm just, poor peanut gallery. It just doesn't compare. Tell him he brings me food. Although he's crashed out right now. He's recovering from a cold and, just came off of, I've come out of mourning, as I say. And I say that because I've been an Amazon widow since Thanksgiving. So he was working 5 days a week, 12 hours a day. And, so I would have him for like an entire day. A few hours, a couple hours in the evening, literally, before he would have to crash out. And then, of course, that took its toll and he got sick. Because Amazon is nothing if not a petri dish for disease. We were impressed. I was really impressed at how long we went without getting COVID. Because we knew who patient 0 was going to be. It was just a matter of time. And yep, as we predicted, he brought it home to us. The gift of love. He shares everything with us. Not. Okay, so I'm ready for this. So what I can go ahead and do is very carefully, where's my card base? I have buried it under stuff. Again, what a surprise. That is not it. Where did I put it? Where is it? Let me figure that out. Of course, the minute I turn the camera off, I spot it right there in plain sight, laughing at me. Laughing, okay? I wanted you guys to be aware of it. I could hear it cackle at me. Rude. All right, so we've got our card base. We've got our cut up paper. But see, at least we made use of it, and I can set these all aside. I'll put them in little Ziploc baggies. Although I'm going to use Christmas immediately. And I'm going to come back. I still have to come and die cut Mary, but let's put, excuse me, before I make a mess of things, because you know I will. Do you think maybe I can get through a video without messing something up somewhere? It might be a record. Who knows? So let's take Big Mama. Don't laugh at me, Mama. I hear you too. Don't think I don't. Just all that squeaking, that's her laughing at me. It's like, yeah, right, lady. Dream on. But let me just roll that tape. Remember, and I said it wrong. It's not roll, it's roll. We must roll off the tape and roll our R's. Okay. As only I can do because I speak Spanish. So I learned to roll my R's at a young age. All righty. Let's just center that more or less. Yeah, pretty good. Doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be. Okay, so now we laid our very, very, very Catholic paper, very holy. And see, now we can lay that up. Nobody is the wiser. So I can go ahead. We're just going to go ahead and roll our tape on the goof. So see, I mean, that's just it. Don't, you know, and trust me, it was like, oh, I actually contemplated for a hot second rerunning it through the embosser, and I'm like, who are you joking? So then I contemplated throwing it away, and I just couldn't make myself do it either. So that's been, you know, sitting there for a week waiting for me to decide how I was going to save it. And it finally came to me. You just have to be in the right moment for genius or sanity, or call it whatever you want, to set in. We're going to go this way. All righty. So now I'm going to center that in on this panel. We're not going to be agonizing about it. It's close enough. So, so pretty. And see, now we need to do our Christmas. But you know what? I want to pop this off. So give me a sec. I'm going to go off camera and I'm going to cut out a couple of layers in, give me a second, in craft paper. And then we'll also cut out Mary because I'm doing that in gold. So give me a second and I'll be right back with that, okay? Okay, peeps, I got all of my die cuts done here that I needed. So now I'm going to glue them together. So we're going to go back and but look, now we are ready to apply these two together. So I'm going to do Mary first, and I'm going to do the unthinkable for me. I'm going to write. Why? Because now I'm applying it, you know, basically metallic paper on metallic paper. So I am not going to leave puddle. I don't want to deal with, I already had to clean up schmutzes. I am done. I am over it. I'm tired. There we go. Let's just do things right for once. For the sheer experience. Just for the heck of it. Okay. Take a little bit right there. I'm going to put my lid back on real quick. I'm going to pick you guys up with the tweezers if I can coordinate the tweezers. Move that out of the way. I want you guys to be able to see. Get that out of the way. Let the glue dry while I'm wasting time because I'm a maniac. Okay, we laid that down. It is pretty centered. Now I'm sorry, I have to look at it this way to make sure it's centered up and down, but it looks good enough. I can live with that. Yep. And again, I'm not like, no. I'm just pressing it down with my fingers real lightly. The glue will do most of the job for you. I've got some schmutzy things here. But yep. That's why you keep this always handy. It is the anti-schmutz. And I think this is like, I got this at an expo years. I have had this thing for almost as long as I've been working, you know, scrapbook or paper crafting. I used to be a scrapbooker first, and now I'm a paper crafter. I've had that thing for 15 years, and here it is, still going. Now we're going to write on Christmas. I'm going to add here. I can at least be, I don't have to be like, ah! So concerned because I can actually squeeze a little harder, put a little bit more glue on there because this is a bigger sentiment. And just go across. We'll go this way. And then we'll turn it and go that way. I just want to get all the spots and try to do that as quickly as possible before the beginning dries on me. Because that's when you get in things to just, it gets difficult. Go this way. And we're almost done here. My gosh, not bad for a card that I goofed with. But see, there are no mistakes. I mean, what is it? There are no mistakes. There are just opportunities for creativity. I just had to wait for it to hit, you know, the inspiration to hit. And there you go. I got my Merry Christmas on there. Love it. So I have a bold, I love that. I have a bold sentiment, and then I still have a lot of real estate so that you can see that beautiful embossing folder that nobody will ever know, except for everybody who watches this video, that I messed up on. But you know what? I'm going to take a moment. I've moved at a pretty good clip here today. We'll see. And let's go ahead and do the sentiment for this card while we're at it. Let me put my glue bottles away where they belong. My little glue caddy. I decided I want to bust out Hero Arts. This is one I've had for quite a while. And move all my magnets and try not to let them all stick together. All right, we'll open that up, and that's not going to work. I already know it's not. It has to go. No, it has to go this way with this sticking out. So we'll go this way a little bit. I want to use the one with the blue tape. Alrighty. And I want to use May the Beauty of the Season Bring You Joy because it just seems to fit this really, really pretty card. So maybe we should take it off, move the carrier sheet. I was just going to peel it off, you know, go through plastic. I mean, who knows what I was thinking. Yep, this is photopolymer. I always forget, but yeah, this is going to be photopolymer for sure. Whoops, maybe I shouldn't put it upside down. What do you guys think? Oh! But you know what? I've changed my mind again. I'm not going to do it in black. I pulled out my VersaFine. I want to do it in red. And I have my red stamp pad right there. Right? Yes, I do. Here's my pomegranate flash. Now, give me a second. I want to make sure my sentiment is straight. It is off just an infinitesimal. Look, I enunciated it correctly. Will wonders ever cease? And it's still an infinitesimal off. It's now this side. So we're just going to bring it up to the line. right? So right, so right. So now we're just going to take and put it on the stamp and not on the lid. I have to clean my Misty again. And press it down, and we'll grab Big Daddy right here. It was waiting in the wings. I don't know where Mini-Me is. I have yet to run across Mini-Me. All right. And I think it's just because my magnet's too far up. I just don't want to, you know, mess around with this too much, but we're going to have to. And maybe I just didn't put enough ink on the stamp. You think that might be possible? This is me we're talking about, okay? Just, you know, throwing that out there. Okay. One more time. Oh, see, now I did get it on my lid because heaven forbid I not get it on the lid. Excuse me. Let's see. Yeah, not bad. I mean, just going to press down here a bit. I think it's because I'm also hitting the edge here, and that side of the card is dimensionalized. So, good. I think that is good enough. Good enough for government work. Okay, I don't want to get up and go get that stupid lid. So guess what I'm doing? I'm pulling that stupid little mat, this back out, just so I can clean my stamp. Get this all ink and off the lid while it is fresh. I've also noticed that my poor little, this guy is coming apart and I have to take some glue to it. Okay, there we go. I'm going to set that aside for a second. Let me dry that off. I shouldn't because I need to clean it. And I'm going to now, I want to stamp the back of the card. So we're going to flip the Misty around. So we're now on the back of the card. And we're going to use my favorite stamp right now because, just because, guys, and just, you know, this is Funny Bones by Riley and Company. I don't know that, was it? Simon Says carries this one in particular, but Riley and Company right now is on sale at Simon Says Stamp. So, you know, take that for what it's worth. If not, you can find it obviously at KB Riley and or it's cheaper than Therapy. Maria is a doll, guys, and she's always having really good sales. So that is somebody you want to follow. And she carries Sizzix. She is the Sizzix lady. If you're an expo goer, then you've seen her at the expo. She's our Sizzix lady, but she also does KB, which is Karen Berniston and Riley and Company, and she does, she also carries some Elizabeth Craft. And I made my card crooked. I just noticed that. Thank the Lord that I noticed before I inked and made a mess of things, which means now I got to recenter. So I got to stop talking. I'm yakking and I am goofing up, which is what brought us to this card. If I went for the goofing up, I wouldn't be doing this card. I'd be doing another card. Right? Okay, good. All right, let's try not to get carried away here. But I'm going to add ink there. We're going to flip our lid. Ah, I made a pun. Oh, there we go. Excuse me. I'm getting sleepy here. Oh, look how pretty. Except I need a little bit, especially on the handmade. Handmade cards, because no one displays an email on a mantle. Truer words were never spoken. Very, very true. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's see. Oh, yeah. I'm just going to press here because I think I can get away with pressing harder. Yep. Good enough for government work. Yay. I know, and that's not, I mean, there are good government workers there, okay? Let's be honest here. My mother was a very hardworking postal clerk. She retired. And there's a couple of people that are good in USCIS, and that's the United States Immigration Citizenship Service. Yeah, okay, we just sent that flying. That's okay. Fly, my pretty fly. Most of them are blithering idiots. No, they are the bane of my existence, government agencies, because that's what I am. That's my day job, people. I'm an immigration paralegal. All right. And we are done, my friends. There you go. That, people, is what you do when you goof up. again, I will say it again. There are no mistakes. They are just opportunities for creativity. And this was very simple. This was not like, oh my gosh, something like, ah! But I love it. I really, really love it. It's very subdued, very, and there's a part of me that wants to bling it out, but I think I'm just going to let it, you know, let the simplicity, let the embossing itself speak for the card. Okay. So hopefully you learned. Let me save that and let it percolate. I mean, if you make a mess of something, just set it aside. Let it percolate. Something will come to you. All right. So hopefully that's your takeaway from this video. So otherwise, I'm going to let you guys go. So thanks so much for hanging out with me and putting up with me. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, drop me a note, say hi. And if you want to see more of my ongoing madness and see what else I'm going to do next and how I'm going to fix it, then subscribe and ring that bell, because I'm just like a bad penny, my friends. I keep turning up and I will be back. So meanwhile, I want you guys to go out there, craft, make something beautiful. And meanwhile, I'm going to craft or go to sleep. I'm not sure which. And I will go on. But meanwhile, don't forget ever, we're all a little mad here. So come, let's craft the madness together. Okay, I'm going to talk to you guys later.